FLEX SID321 ECU virtual read fix you should know. Hey everyone, this is Hussein, and welcome back to EVpedia, the place where tough diagnostic problems start sounding simple enough to explain during chai break. Before we dive in, here's a quick but very important note. Everything you are about to hear is purely for learning, training, and informational purposes. All references, tools, and brand names belong to their rightful owners. And as always, you should follow manufacturer guidelines and local rules whenever you work on any vehicle. Stick around till the end, because there is a very interesting twist in this topic that most technicians do not know. And here's my question for you. If one tool refuses to virtual read an ECU, do you switch tools, or do you try to update the customer's car first? Think about it, because the answer might surprise you. Now, let us jump into the heart of the issue. Many technicians reach out saying they are stuck with the Renault or Nissan Continental SID321 ECU because their MMS FLEX tool keeps telling them that no virtual read is available for this particular software version. Honestly, that error message feels like the digital equivalent of someone shrugging their shoulders and saying, "Not my problem." At least FLEX could have offered a cup of tea along with the refusal. But jokes aside, this is a fairly common situation, and luckily, there are practical solutions that actually work. The first solution is surprisingly simple, but it is also the most reliable. Ask your customer to take the car back to a Renault service center and request a software update. Once the vehicle receives the latest factory software, FLEX is much more likely to support the virtual read because the updated version usually matches something already in their server. Think of it like trying to read an old book when your tool only supports the latest digital edition. Once the customer updates the ECU, you can perform the newest version safely without wrestling with unsupported files. But if your customer does not want to go to the dealership, or if the update is not available in your region, there is a second option that almost never fails. Switch to an AutoTuner. AutoTuner has a much larger virtual read database for the SID321 ECU, and it covers software versions that FLEX often skips. In fact, many technicians prefer AutoTuner specifically for Continental ECUs because its server consistently recognizes more versions. Where FLEX says no virtual read available, AutoTuner usually says already downloaded, ready to go. And just so you know, KSS3 handles these ECUs through OBD with surprising ease too. Many users report that it reads and writes cleanly without making you jump between boot mode and bench mode. It is always a good feeling when a tool works smoothly on the first try and does not argue like a stubborn friend who refuses to get off the couch. Before we wrap up, remember the question I asked earlier. If a tool refuses a virtual read, should you switch tools or send the customer for a software update? The best answer is this. Updating the customer's ECU to the latest software often solves the issue instantly. But if that is not possible, choosing a tool with a stronger virtual database like AutoTuner is the most dependable backup. Personally, I prefer updating when possible because it ensures long-term compatibility, but having multiple tools in your workshop is what truly saves the day. I would love to hear your experience in the comments. Have you ever faced a virtual read refusal? And how did you handle it? Here is a fun fact before we sign off. The SID series ECUs were originally designed to balance emissions control with advanced fuel mapping, but over the years, they became one of the trickiest units for tuners due to rapid software changes across regions. No wonder these virtual read databases keep growing. If you enjoyed the content and want more real-world diagnostic solutions, help this video reach 10,000 likes and 1,000 comments. It truly pushes EVpedia into the spotlight. Share your thoughts, hype the video, and make sure you subscribe so you never miss the next deep dive. Thank you for staying till the end, and as always, keep learning, keep exploring, and keep diagnosing with confidence.